Hey everybody, Cal Engineering here, and welcome to episode 33 of Journey Across the Void. In between episodes, I didn't do anything. I attempted to do something, but then I found an issue with my auto crafting setup. So I have heavy duty plates 6 through 10 in here, and whenever I want to auto craft 10, of course it's going to auto craft 9, 8, 7, 6, so on and so forth. But when it does that, it's going to grab all of the required materials and it's going to move it into this ME interface and push them to the hopper. And since it doesn't know whether or not it is trying to create at that time the 10 or the 9, it's going to push all items into the electric compressor. So I did run into that issue, and my fix is going to be either stagger which heavy duty plates are being handled by which interface, so 1, 2, 3, 4, or the solution that will definitely work is make more electric compressors, more interfaces, and have a specific interface for a specific heavy-duty plate. And that's the route that I'm going to go, but that's definitely an in-between episodes thing, and I wanted to get right into this episode. So we're going to be making some satellites using planet progression. I'm going to need to make a satellite rocket, a basic satellite, and all of these machines, and I'll be able to attach a telescope to my satellite and research any of these celestial bodies so that I can actually visit them using my rockets. So without any further ado, let's get to it. Making the satellite is really easy. It's just heavy duty plates, a nose cone, tier 1 rocket engine, and 4 rocket fins. And I'm also going to need a chest to put in this slot for storage purposes. So let's get that chest out. And then reattach everything. There we are. So, satellite rocket. I have already created... Oh, this thing is massive. How am I carrying this around? Spoiler alert, I have never played with planet progression before. There's never been a need to. So, yeah, I'm going to be learning as I go here, and I hope that you'll forgive me as I fumble my way around. And let's place the satellite rocket pads. Ooh, okay, so this is not a 3x3. This is a massive model, at least when compared to my tier 1 rocket. It ended up needing to be on a 5x5 launch pad, and this thing casts its own shadow, which is just a really nice touch. So now that this is created, we can go on to make our satellite builder, satellite rocket launch module. We have a whole bunch of machines that we're going to need to craft. The first item we're going to need to create is the satellite builder and the satellite rocket launch module. So I'm going to need to make another frequency module. Here we are. So these two just completed those quests, and they have also unlocked making the launch pad and the satellite rocket. So let's destroy this real quick. And these real quick. Oh, okay, I need to make my basic satellite first. I have placed the satellite builder, and in order to craft the satellites, there's only one recipe. That's going to need 24 full solar panels and 6 basic satellite modules, and that will make me that basic satellite. So, I already have the basic satellite module recipe loaded up here in my ME system, so make 6 of them. Boom. And those full solar panels that wanted me to make, I may as well just add the recipe. Requires single solar modules, and that requires blue solar wafers. I've already gone ahead and made quite a few solar wafers. I'm going to need to make more aluminum wire by the end of this. What the heck, we'll make as many as we can. Already run out of the wafers. Let's make some more. Here we are, full solar panels go right in here, and it is building me a satellite. Boom. Basic satellite has been created, which means it completed the satellite rocket launch pad and satellite rocket quests. And here's where we enter unfamiliar territory. I need to make a satellite controller and a telescope, and then launch this satellite into space with the basic satellite in tow. From there, I don't know what I am doing. So let's figure this out together. And here's my second basic satellite, which means I can make the satellite controller, which requires 2 basic satellites for some reason. Alright, here's the satellite controller, and I also need to make the telescope. and I think we are just about ready to try to set all of this up. So we're just about ready to go. I have the fuel loader placed down and the satellite rocket is full of fuel. I put my basic satellite inside the cargo hold and we're almost ready to launch. However, I need a way to communicate with this, so I need to make a communication dish keycard and a Galacticraft communications dish so that whenever I am just sitting down here waiting for this thing to finish its research, I have a way to communicate with it, or at least obtain all of the information I need for the telescope. And a really weird thing is the telescope requires power. So, yeah, that's not something I was expecting. I'm going to have to set up power for this anyway. But let's go ahead and make this communication dish keycard. And communication dish keycard. I've also made 3 communications dishes for aesthetic purposes that we're going to place... yeah, right along this line. I do not know how large these are supposed to be. I thought they were supposed to be a multi-block. Holy shnikey. Wow, okay. This is going to be fun. Let's finish placing these right here. Oh, and they're tracking something as well. Nice. So they animate themselves. Oh, that's wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And last one. Oh, that is fantastic. I really like the look of that. Let's use the communication dish keycard because it just wants me to... Unable to find a dish at this location? Oh, okay. So in order to set your keycard, it has to be the direct base of it. And judging from how this looks, I think it's supposed to be in the ground. Yeah, okay, that looks much better. So that's how it's supposed to be done. So now that they are linked to the satellite dishes, let's go back over to our controller. Put in the keycard. Missing communication dish at keycard location. Oh yeah, because I just moved it. Duh. There we are. Now put this in here. And everything is linked. I believe we are ready for launch. Oh, okay, that was instantaneous. Wow, okay. Then let's wait to see for this let's wait for this thing to get into the atmosphere, or get out of the atmosphere rather. Oh yeah, down there at the bottom, satellite. Basic satellite has been launched into space. It is researching the moon. Beautiful. I'm going to wait for this thing to complete, and it's already at 1%. This shouldn't take too long, I hope. Yeah, I'll be back with you once I actually have my research paper. My satellite has finished researching the moon, and I have a research paper. The second it completed, it started researching Mars immediately. So if I remove this, the research process should start raising for Mars. And this one, I released another satellite up into the air just to see what would happen if I have 2. And this one is researching nothing. Yeah, if Mars isn't being looked at... And Duca A2 is researching nothing. You can rename your basic satellites inside an anvil. And I just decided to name this one Duca Alpha 2. I wish I had named this one Duca Alpha 1 before I sent it up, but it's whatever. Maybe because of the distance? No, Mars is the next planet over. The research... There it goes. So it is incredibly slow. Yeah, that's fine. I have the moon, so let's put it inside the telescope. And it is missing power, because of course it is. And I am not sure how to attach power to this telescope. That doesn't really look to be a place that isn't incredibly awkward. Nope, that's not it. Now I'm going to make this atomic battery right here, just because it is incredibly simple to make. It has a low energy output, but it is infinite power. Just because I'm also going to make the regular batteries. And yeah, let's get these charged up. There we go. Alright, my batteries are charging up, and then we'll throw it into the telescope, and that will be the way that I power my telescope. This is really weird looking. This atomic battery isn't actually filling the energy storage. Oh, the regular battery is working just fine. Let's throw in the research paper, and that is going incredibly fast. There we are. Wow, those batteries are terrible. Is there a... Extra planets probably has an upgrade to them. Advanced battery, booyah, using titanium plates and blocks of desh. And advanced batteries can become ultimate batteries and massive batteries. Yeah, I'm going to make a couple massive batteries. In the meantime, I have researched the moon, which means I can open up my... How do I open up the Galacticraft map? Alright, here we are. It is now open. Overworld, moon. Moon is available to me. Excellent. So now that it is researched, I can go to it. So, something weird just happened. My Mars research was about at, I don't know, 36, 37%, and I went to my new tab, Reduca Alpha 2, and this was still researching nothing and at 4%. The second I went back to Mars, this was at 0%. So it reset my research for Mars, and then I went back here and it was researching Venus. I don't know why it all of a sudden started recognizing that it should be researching Venus. And I also don't know why it reset Mars's research to 0% in order to do that. I'm not happy about that. I just lost quite a... It took a while to get to 36%, probably about 10 minutes. So, yeah, I'm not very happy about that. And if somebody has an explanation for why it did that, I would love to hear it. So, Mars has just finished researching, and Venus once again started for... Oh, man, this is super weird. Venus and Mars were researching at the same pace. It should have gone 100% at the same time. I think once this realized that it should be looking at asteroids instead, it reset this to 0. Oh, that's incredibly annoying. I was hoping to have Mars and Venus done. But, let's get it researched real quick. Oh, these atomic batteries are not very good at all. So I did try utilizing my flux capacitor, and it is enabled. Charging all items. I tried putting that in here, but that does not work for charging purposes. It has to be one of the Galacticraft batteries. So, that's unfortunate. We'll put that right back here, finish researching this, and then I'm going to actually get in my rocket and fly into space, because we have one more thing that we need to cover. So we are back at the Galacticraft map screen, and if I zoom in on the overworld, you'll see that the moon has now appeared, and I can also zoom back out, go back to Milky Way, and Mars is also available. I'm not going to go to the moon or Mars right now. The last thing I want to go over is the creation of space stations. So in my inventory, I have iron, tin, aluminum, and an advanced wafer, and I'm going to create a space station. And I'm going to launch to this space station. Now, I'm not going to bother creating all of the necessary things for space stations, like... Uh-oh. Okay, so gravity's a little weird, which means my creative flight is weird. I'm not going to bother going over all of the necessary things to create a functional space station, a functional space base. But I can absolutely seal all of this in and generate oxygen. I can make a gravity controller, and this is a place that I can absolutely live in. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, thank goodness. And I can fall off here, so I don't want to stay here for very long. But, yeah, this is the creation of a space station. Don't do it, don't do it. Oh, boy. Well, I am Kelly Engineering, and I hope that you did enjoy this episode. In the next episode, we're going to get into another magic mod again. This time is going to be Botania. So I hope that you did enjoy this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.